Here's a psychology fact most people aren't ready to hear. The happiest people on Earth aren't doing big things differently. They're doing small, invisible things differently every single day. And if you've been chasing happiness through achievements, validation, or waiting for life to finally settle down, this is going to hit you hard. Psychologists call it subjective well-being architecture, the hidden structure of daily habits that quietly determines how happy or miserable you feel, regardless of your circumstances. And once you understand it, you'll see why some people stay joyful through job loss, heartbreak, and failure, while others stay empty even after getting everything they wanted. Your relationships, your energy, your sense of purpose, all of it is being shaped right now by habits you probably don't even notice you have. So let's break them down. All 7. The first habit is what the happiest people call the dawn protocol. And they protect it like their life depends on it, because psychologically, it does. Research from the University of Toronto found that morning people report significantly higher levels of positive affect throughout the day. But here's what's actually happening in the brain. The first 20 minutes after waking set your dopamine baseline for the entire day. Happiest people don't reach for their phones. They reach for stillness. A walk, silence, journaling. They prime their own neurochemistry before the world gets a chance to hijack it. The second habit is one almost nobody talks about. They call it the naming game. And it's not what you think. Most people either suppress pain or spiral in it. Happy people do neither. Psychology calls this emotional granularity, the ability to precisely name what you feel. Not, I'm sad, but I'm grieving something I didn't expect to lose. That precision matters because naming an emotion with accuracy reduces amygdala activation. You are literally calming your own brain with language. Most people never learn this, and it costs them everything. But here's where it gets even worse for the rest of us. The third habit? They practice what I call the quiet pruning. They have almost no tolerance for low-quality relationships. Not in an arrogant way, but in a deeply self-aware way. Harvard's 85-year study on adult development found that the quality of your close relationships is the single greatest predictor of long-term happiness. Not wealth, not status, not even health. Relationships. Happiest people quietly and consistently prune connections that drain them. Without guilt, without drama, without a single long explanation text. Most people stop here, and that's the biggest mistake. The fourth habit is the one that changes everything. They've mastered the reframe reflex. Not after therapy, not after years of journaling. In the moment. Cognitive reappraisal. The psychological skill of consciously shifting how you interpret a stressful event is one of the strongest predictors of emotional resilience ever studied. When something goes wrong, they don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" They ask, "What is this making possible?" That single mental shift, practiced consistently, physically rewires your stress response over time. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Your brain is physically addicted to negative interpretation. It's called the negativity bias, and it kept your ancestors alive in the wild. The problem? It is silently destroying your present moment every single day. The fifth habit, they build what psychologists call the zero agenda hour into their day. Something with zero productivity value. They play, they create, they explore with no outcome in mind. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi called this autotelic experience. Activities done purely for the joy of doing them, where time disappears and you feel completely alive. Happiest people don't wait for the weekend to feel that. They engineer micro moments of pure engagement into every single day. No metrics, no goals, just presence. The sixth habit will sting, and it's called the approval detox. They have stopped waiting to be understood. They've accepted that most people are too consumed by their own inner noise to truly see them, and they've made complete peace with that. This isn't bitterness. This isn't giving up on people. This is radical self-validation. Psychological research consistently shows that chronic approval seeking is one of the most reliable predictors of long-term unhappiness. The happiest people fill that need from within. Quietly, daily, without announcing it. If that hit you, good. It means you needed it. The seventh and final habit is the neuron reset, and they treat it as non-negotiable. They move their body every single day as if their mental health depends on it, because it literally does. Exercise increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that acts like fertilizer for your neurons, growing new connections and elevating your emotional baseline over time. The happiest people aren't gym obsessives. They walk, they stretch, they move consistently and intentionally, not for aesthetics, for the neurological reset that no supplement, no therapy, no habit can fully replicate. Here's the truth you've been avoiding. Happiness isn't a destination you arrive at after enough suffering. It's a practice you either show up for daily or you don't. The dawn protocol, the naming game, the quiet pruning, the reframe reflex, the zero agenda hour, the approval detox, the neuron reset. Pick one, just one. Start there. Stack slowly. Because psychology doesn't lie. Your brain can be rewired, your baseline can shift, and the happiest version of you isn't some distant fantasy. It's just one hidden habit away.